Hi guys, this is Ratchet Throw, and we are playing Criminal Case Travel in Time, and we didn't get home, we got stuck even more in past. Now we are in 1960s, and why are we here? Was there another malfunction? What it is? Katrina, who do you guess would get stuck in the ancient world for so long? We've been through a lot, but now we are confident that history is finally back on track. It's time to go home. Now everyone hold tight. We'll be traveling back to the TIME building in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. And whoosh, didn't say last time. America, 1969. Katrina, this doesn't look like the TIME building. Everything looks weird, like we are at some kind of retro music concert. That's because we are! According to the Time Machine's computer, we landed in 1969, right in the middle of the Woodstock festival. What? You mean we're still not home? We ended up in the 1960s instead of 2029? Yes! I don't understand how this could have happened. Kai only just fixed the time machine after it broke. What could have gone wrong this time? We landed at the defining music festival of a generation, if not all time. If that's wrong, I don't want to be right. 3 days of peace, love, and awesome bands. It's a dream come true. Please, can we go check it out? Well, I guess you're stuck here till Kai figures out what's wrong with the time machines, so you may as well make the best of it. Make sure to put some local police uniforms on before you visit the festival, though. Hopefully they'll keep you out of trouble. I'm looking at you, Zara. Alright. Peace. Someone wrote that. Yeah, well, what went wrong with the time machine this time? Why are we not home? Why are we in 1960s? Okay, retro coming up. Somebody died. Why are we not surprised? And who's the guy who got killed? Katrina, how awesome would it be to see the Y perform live at Woodstock? You might freak out some hippies with our police uniforms, but... Wait, that guy over there, he's dead. Judging by that wound, he smacked his head against that van, and with quite some force. Well spotted, his jacket is torn. Those tears aren't consistent with the fall, Katrina. Someone must have pushed him. But Woodstock is famed for being non-violent. There weren't any murders. This wasn't the result of a ripple in the timeline, and that's our field of expertise. I think we know, but let's see what we are dealing with first. According to the library card on the body, the victim's name is Noah Love. And who is he? We should also collect a sample of that bloody handprint from the hippie van tour. A killer must have left it there after the murder. And that's our victim in that photo. He looks pretty friendly with that guy, whoever he is. Let's see if Kai can hook us up with the database so we can get an ID. Katrina, the 60s were a time of massive upheaval in the US, and we are going to experience one of the most pivotal moments firsthand. Let's do this. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I'm not so familiar with 60s. Okay, 18 hours for this. Let's see, how did this dude die? Katrina, I know I should be worried that the time machine is broken, but I'm delighted to be back at Woodstock. I was so excited I nearly burned the muffins I was baking in the cremation chamber. Would you like one? No, I'm on a duty. No thanks. And what do you mean back in Woodstock? I was at the original Woodstock. I was way yet young, but I hitchhiked across 5 states to get here. I can't remember much, but I do know nobody died of blunt force head trauma, so the timeline must be out of whack. Judging by the extent of the victim's injuries and the tears in his jacket, you could have thrown him at the van with their full body weight. And I found something on the body where the killer grabbed him. Traces of granola. Not many people know this, but there was a food shortage at Woodstock, until someone came up with the idea of handing out granola to the starving attendees. But there was none in your victim's stomach, so the granola definitely came from your killer. So a killer has an appetite for granola as well as murder. Katrina will make sure they don't get their fill. Okay, head trauma. I don't know, somehow I have a feeling that there's another illegal time traveler here. And this guy was killed like he was just pushed. So the killer did this fast so nobody would notice, right? You identified James Henderson. And you are? Katrina, I wish I had news about the time machine, but I still don't know what went wrong. I didn't manage to connect you to the local police database though. You have access to everything that was on record in 1969. Nice one. Katrina, he says that the guy in that photo with our victim is James Henderson. According to the database, he's a poet from New York City. Since we are clueless as to how our victim ended up dead at an event which was historically non-violent, maybe Mr. Henderson can help us. Let's talk to him. Okay. Alright, now the van door. Let's see what we can collect from here. Oh, god damn it. Let's get that blood you collect from the van door to Theo, Katrina. He'll know if it's our victims. Alright. Okay, and that's gonna take 3 hours. Now let's go question this guy. Mr. Henderson, we found this photo of you with a certain Noah Lowe. We're investigating his murder. Noah's been murdered? Man, that ain't groovy. I met the kid this weekend. I saw him hanging around looking out of place. All buttoned up and kinda nervous, you know. I thought he looked cute, so I went over and we ended up talking. And we had an instant connection. Turns out he lived on his dad's farm next door. He was your typical country boy, not into drink or drugs. He'd never even been to a musical festival before. Sick. He'd never been with a guy before either. I showed him a whole new world. And Noah was loving it. We spent hours putting the world to rights and talking about what we'd do when he came to visit in NYC. Wow. Thank you for your time, Mr. Henderson. Katrina, if Noah lived next door, his home should be our next stop. Okay. Hello? Is anybody home? No, there's nobody here. There's nobody here, Katrina. Our victim's dad must be out. Since we're here, let's take a look at Noah's bedroom, Katrina. Hopefully we'll find a clue as to his dad's whereabouts. Alright. Katrina, how awesome is it that we're stuck in Woodstock of all places? Well, I was hoping we would go home, and I now want to know what went wrong with the time machine now, because we are now stuck in 60s. Sure, it's weird that there's a murder which didn't happen in the original timeline, but I bet there's a simple explanation. Anyway, is it just me, or does our victim's bedroom look like my grandma's curtains threw up everywhere? Sorry, I'm focused. If you think that broken magnet might be a clue, let's stick it back together. And I knew you'd want to look through the trash. Don't wait for me. Dig in. Yeah, I'm the only one who's digging through trash cans. You don't want to do that, Joe doesn't want to do that, and Jack doesn't want to look through trash cans, so it's just me. Oh, what's this? What's the flyer you find in the trash, Katrina? Looks like an army recruitment pamphlet. It says, "Festival goers, this could be you. Don't wait. Join the army today." So the army sent a recruitment officer to Woodstock. Talk about misjudging your audience. The officer's name is impossible to read. Can you decipher it, Katrina? Alright, I'll do it. Yeah, it's one of those Uncle Sam posters. I want you to join the US Army. What's this supposed to be? Katrina, the magnet says, "Find the Love family's vegetables at Whole Fields Market." And the truck is full of cabbages. We know our victim's last name is Lowe and that his dad owns a farm. He must give away these fridge magnets to advertise their produce. Katrina, the victim's dad is probably at the market, completely clueless that his son is dead. I suppose we have no choice. We need to inform Noah's dad of his murder. Okay. Okay, now let's see whose name is on this. E. Perkins. And you are... So the name on this armed recruitment pamphlet is Major Perkins. Katrina, our victim might have spoken to this Major Perkins when she gave him this pamphlet. Let's ask her about it. Okay. Alright, let's go first talk to victim's dad. Come and get your cabbages and potatoes, all from the Lowe family farm. Sir, I'm afraid we have bad news. Your son has been murdered at the Woodstock festival. Noah's dead? Somebody killed him? I knew there'd be trouble when the farmer next door allowed all those hippies to descend on his land. Oh, right. Woodstock is taking place on a farm, isn't it? There's hundreds of thousands of them, all roaming around, taking drugs and God knows what else. And now one of them has murdered my sweet boy. I got nothing left without him. We're sorry for your loss, Mr. Lowe, but rest assured we'll do all we can to find Noah's killer. Alright. Okay, let's talk to this major now. Are you looking for a career change, officers? No. Wait, why are you wearing Utopian badge? Not quite, Major. We're wondering if you recall speaking to this man. He's been murdered. There's been a murder? What an appalling display of disregard for the law. But I'm afraid I don't recall the young man. I had a flurry of people asking for pamphlets after I started handing out free cups of cocoa with them. To think that my commanding officer told me coming to Woodstock was a bad idea. But I knew that if anyone was in need of the Army's guiding hand, it's these punks. And it looks like I was right. If they had a fraction of the discipline that the Army instilled in me, they wouldn't be going around butchering each other. Jeez. Let's check out this blood. Katrina, is there any news on why you're stuck again? All this uncertainty is killing me. Don't worry, Theo. Asher Kai will have us out of here in no time. Anyway, what can you tell us about that blood Katrina collected from the van door? Was it our victims? It was a match for your victim, yes. But I found traces of something mixed in with the blood. Guitar wax. Oh. The killer must have had the guitar wax on their hands when they body slammed the victim into the van, which means they played the guitar. Our killer plays the guitar, eh? Their confession will be music to my ears, Katrina. Katrina, we're trying to figure out what caused the time machine to end up in the 1960s, but Kai has no idea so far. And what's this I hear about a time divergence? Is this another problem? The divergence seems minor. Woodstock taking place shows that the main elements of history are intact. And so we know how Lowe's murder should help us understand what caused the timeline ripple. We found him dead with his head smashed against a hippie van. The victim's father is distraught and blames the festival goers for his murder. We also met James Henderson, a seasoned hippie who struck up a relationship with the victim. Katrina? Zara? What, are you high, dude? I know things about your case that you don't... Jack, are you high? Yeah, he is high. Oh, don't tell me you took one of the drugs from hippies. Damn. Alright, we got so here we got to play chapter 2. So, thank you for watching. Don't like this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!